Good afternoon, everybody. This is on? Yeah? Okay. Welcome to this second session. And basically, it talks about future strategy, innovation, and new approaches to digital water or water. We have a esteemed panel of speakers, and Sir Ashok Sir is there also. He's part of the National Water Mission, which is an indication that the government is looking at water with more prominence and hopefully will get more traction. He'll introduce himself and speak about the mission so that we know what the thinking is in the government. I'll just start the session with a few opening remarks. Future strategy, I think I'll give two examples. One is China and the other is California. Both are very successful economies, but they've reached that level of success through effective water management. I'll mention China for one reason. They have a very strong power sector, which was traditionally thermal oriented, coal-based power stations. And the problem and challenge for China was that most of the power stations are in the north of the country, in water-stressed areas. In fact, as per the World Resources Institute study, 60% of the power stations are in water-stressed areas. So what they've done is they've built two massive canals running from the south, because that's where the water is, flowing from the Himalayas into the southern part of China. And they have managed to make water available to the power stations in the north. And thermal power stations are very water intensive. In fact, you can call them guzzlers. So going forward, they are basically looking at renewable energy. And the reason for that is both solar and wind require very little water. You can say a negligible amount of water. So that should enable the availability of water to go up. We are in a similar situation as well. We have a very strong renewable energy mission. And hopefully, the power sector will rely more on renewable energy in coming years. And that should enable water to be made available for other purposes. California is a prime example of an economy which is traditional in some aspects, tech-oriented in other aspects, generating a lot of wealth. It's the fifth largest economy in the world. And again, if you look at the topography of California, you'll find the water generally flows from the north through the snow mountains and the Colorado River, which is one of the largest rivers. It supports 40 million people in the States and generates or supports $1 trillion worth of economic activity. That's another aspect which I would like to stress is water is generally thought of for drinking purposes in the domestic sector, but no economic activity can be conducted without water. So if we have to achieve our growth targets, then we need to effectively manage water. That's where innovation comes in. That's the second key word in our session. And I have Ms. Abha here, who from NIRI. She will speak on the innovation they have done in software and basically looking at pipe conditioning through which water is distributed and how to facilitate more effective management of pipe replacements, pipe management, so that NRW is reduced ultimately. Similarly, the other speakers, Mr. R.P. Singh and Mr. Ali Hussaini, will also talk about their initiatives in the digital area, which are innovative. And we should be able to conclude a very useful interactive session. Last but not least is Shri Yogi Saab. He's from Delhi Jal Board, which is the largest utility in the country. And I must say that they have taken a very strong initiative in embracing digital water. And he will share his experiences so far and also look ahead. But I'd like to initially introduce Shri Ashok Kumar, who will overall give the context for this session in terms of the National Water Mission. Thank you.